Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And he will get there to make the running play. And striding into the box, Junior Avery.
Trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit. They don't have it.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the right fielder. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Solo shot to right center. Number 21 for him on the season. And the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
To go is the veteran first baseman, Scott Spindler.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
New inning set to get under.
Obviously, this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want
this one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as the Padres have now opened up a 5-0 lead. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the fourth blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing?
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on. In now, Junior Avery. He comes in today leading the National League in. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the run will score.
From him, he's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double.
Digging in now. Now the 2-1 pitch is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Number 23 for him thus far. And the Padres have made it a 4-1 game.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today.
Ready once again, Junior Avery. He's first delivery to him on the way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
First stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and
we are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League finish. San Diego jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Richard, daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the
firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. First shot for him here as he enters play. Another 2-2 offering. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So the double puts him right into scoring position here to kick off the home second. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's ready to go for the last half of the inning.
And they say the pitcher gets a strike, the hitter gets a strike, and the umpire gets a strike. That's exactly what's happening right now. He's got to regroup. He's got one more.
And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-1 Pisano. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And there he goes towards second. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time. He's in there. Line drive base hit. Oh, and he botches it. And the run is in to score from second. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hand.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And this will get into the books as a sac fly and an RBI, and we are tied at 2.
You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tie.
Left fielder.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Chad Pinder. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. And this throw gets away from him. This ball game. Arizona jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Tate Sheridan. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another. Ready for another chance. Junior into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High and deep to right center. Looking up is the center fielder. Still going back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Solo shot to right center as we are all knotted up at 2.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
This man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good match. Now at the plate, Junior Avery. First shot for him here as he. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit. For another shot now, Junior Avery. He got hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. In the box, Junior Avery.
Right fielder.
The slider, you have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Hit out towards second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Hey, dear
Ketel Marte.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs.
Tally today. The Padres used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jonathan. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. 20th home win this year.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Washington.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Settling in now, Junior Avery.
Good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up with.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store. But stepping in and ready for another shot, Junior Avery. The 3-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. In there, a base hit. The relay throw, and he's able to get back in there. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Hit the other way out toward right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down. Final score. The Washington Nationals came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. The San Diego Padres took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Booker again. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. So a crucial moment here, and
great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the San Diego. Avery, he comes in today leading.
Find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 at his homestand.
And that won't fall.
That is big. The third baseman,
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Now a swing and a ground ball, and that's through for a hit. And now they'll have runners at
there with a 3-2 full count, just putting the runner in motion, but it worked out just the same. Nice base hit right there, and we got first and third.
Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Grant.
Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. And he can't make the play as he overruns it, but that should be scored as an infield single. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Well, the pitcher gives up the double. He can't do anything.
This afternoon's game, the Cleveland Indians get their 20th home win this year. Jesus. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Now batting. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is O'Neill. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3.
This against them.
Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. The Friars took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Mike Kimball. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a noon. San Diego used a nice fifth inning to take the lead and they never gave it back. Ryan Weathers. It's time for baseball on MLB Network. We've got baseball on the 4th of July. Between Dylan Carlson, he turned in a 4-for-4 line in the game yesterday, so we'll see how he backs that up here. Racing back, the right fielder. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he is into second with a 2-out. 2 gone. And up next will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. This one's flared off to the right side. And this was sinking on him at the end, but he's able to score this afternoon. St. Louis wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Matthew Lieber. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show.
Some possible outcomes on this pitch.
Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And the throw will come in quickly from out win. San Francisco get their 20th home win this year. Luis Madero. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Stepping up to the plate, Junior Avery having a very nice year. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the cove and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 25 for him on the year. And the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now in the box, Junior Avery. He went ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. San Francisco came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Hunter Harvey